Hi, I'm Shane Kadlec, and I want to speak with you a little bit about what happens after you've been in a car crash, and specifically what happens to your car. How do you get back into a repaired car, a new car, and what happens in the meantime, and what is a lawyer's role in the whole process? So, here's the most important thing to start out with. After your car has been in a crash, you get to choose where and who repairs it. Hopefully, the other driver's insurance company will make those payments for the repairs, but choosing a shop that you trust and has a good reputation is important, because after the repairs have been done, it's not the insurance company who warrants the work, but it's the shop that did it. So you get to choose who's going to repair your car. Once your car's been in a crash, oftentimes it gets towed to a storage lot, and as it sits there, it's accruing fees per day just sitting there wrecked. And we really want to get it out of that situation as quickly as possible and get it to a place that can fix it, or at least that won't be charging you money for it. Once you've selected the shop that is going to do the repairs to your car, here's what you can expect going forward. The insurance adjuster for the property damage will want to do an inspection, and sometimes that can be done electronically or virtually, or sometimes they'll send somebody there to actually look at the vehicle. And many insurance companies have relationships with repair shops, and they essentially trust the repair shop's estimate, and they don't even necessarily need to do an inspection. But you need to get an estimate, and then what happens is the insurance companies compare the cost of repair to the value of the car. And for example, a $10,000 vehicle that has $9,000 worth of damage done to it is probably going to be considered a total loss. But assuming the vehicle is repairable, the adjuster will then approve the repairs to begin. Along the way, there may be some additional damage that's discovered once they start taking the car apart, and that's can be transmitted to the adjuster as a supplement, and they approve those repairs as well. In the meantime, what do you do about transportation? There's typically three options that you might be able to take advantage of. Number one, some body shops, repair shops will give you a loaner while your car is being worked on. The second option is that perhaps your insurance company or the other driver's insurance company will provide you a rental while the car is being worked on. The third option is just to pay for a rental yourself, and hopefully you can be reimbursed. But you don't want to be without a vehicle and not make it to work and have your life get more difficult. So do whatever you can to be able to do your normal routine, and if that means renting a car, that's often the best option, and hopefully you get reimbursed thereafter. While your car is being repaired, oftentimes there's an issue about using replaced or used parts. And depending on the age of your vehicle, at least in Texas, insurance companies can use used parts in doing the repairs, assuming the car is a comparable age to those parts. So a 2025 vehicle is not going to be repaired properly with 2015 parts pulled off another vehicle. But if you've got a 2015 vehicle, the law says they can use refurbished parts in doing the repairs, as long as it doesn't affect the quality or the safety of the vehicle. What about if your car is a total loss, meaning the damage is so bad that it's going to cost more to fix than it is worth? So in those situations, the insurance company will make you a cash offer that is basically wholesale value, and it should also include taxes and title fees in addition to the wholesale or trade-in value. That's what the law says they're required to pay, not retail. And that's often the difficult challenge, is you've been given a check for wholesale value, but now you have to go out and buy a new car retail, and you're going to pay more than you were paid for your car to buy a comparable car. No two ways around that. If your vehicle is totaled though, hopefully if you have a loan on your car, perhaps you also have gap insurance, and that gap insurance will ensure that after the car is totaled and that check is written by the insurance company, if you owed more than that check is worth, the gap insurance will kick in and pay off the loan in full, so you're not stuck with no car and ongoing car payments. So we can help you with your gap claim if need be. While your car claim is being resolved, there may well be a time where you don't have a vehicle that you're able to drive. And the law allows you to recover loss of use of that vehicle. This is especially true if you use your vehicle for work. Let's say you have a dog grooming vehicle and it's smashed up. You can't go out and groom dogs, and not only are you losing that income just because your vehicle is not operable. So having that loss of use claim can help pay additional money to you in connection with the property damage to your vehicle. Once your vehicle has been repaired and delivered back to you, one thing most people don't realize is the law allows you to pursue a diminished value claim. And what that is the difference as to what your car is worth after the repairs have been made versus what it would be worth that same day if it had never been crashed in the first place. For example, I had a Jetta that had a side swipe collision. The damage to my car was pretty superficial, but all along the side, and it cost, I think, about $7,000 or $8,000 to make it right. In addition to those repair costs, the car was then worth about $5,000 less because of the repair and the crash claim. So I presented that claim to the insurance company. They would offer me $300 or $400, and that wasn't fair. So lawsuit was filed, tried the case to a judge, and the judge awarded the full diminished value that was documented. So there's two ways that we can document diminished value. One way costs money, and that's you can hire a company that will write a report specific to your vehicle and show lots of comparable sales in the local area and compare what those vehicles that weren't crashed are worth today versus what your vehicle is worth today after the repairs. The second way is a free way to do it, which is always good, and that is to take your car after it's been repaired to a couple places where they will give you a cash offer that's good for 7 days. Those, if you get 1 or 2 or 3 of those offers and you compare what you are being offered for your car versus the Kelley Blue Book or NADA values, that difference can be presented to the insurance company as proof as to what the car's diminished value was to you, and hopefully they'll pay it. We tell all of our clients that we're happy to help in any way we can with getting their property damage resolved. But we don't want to slow the case down and be the middleman. So the only thing it's okay for our clients to speak with the insurance company directly is getting the vehicle inspected, repaired, those types of things. And we don't take any fee on whatever is paid for the car repairs. We only get paid on the personal injury part of the case. So hopefully your car gets repaired properly, and if you have a diminished value claim, you can document it to the insurance company and have them pay that in addition to the cost of repairs. Lastly, here are some practical tips that I think are useful in any situation. Number 1, document everything. Take lots of photographs. Number 2, keep track of who you're talking to, and always, if possible, follow up any phone calls with an email or some other kind of written communication memorializing it. Just because somebody told you something, hard to prove down the road. So always, leave a paper trail in communicating with insurance adjusters about your repairs. Also, when it comes to your car, document any personal property that was damaged inside your vehicle. For example, child seats are needing to be replaced after any collision, or sometimes you may have laptops or other items that were harmed, and that can be included in the property damage claim, which is hopefully resolved long before any injury claims. And finally, it's important to understand your insurance coverages that you have and make sure that you take full advantage of all of those benefits. For example, if you get a rental car, or loss of use. So check with your insurance agent because you've already paid for that coverage. So be sure that you get the full benefit of it. I have another video that goes into further details about that. And then lastly, consult with a good attorney. Understand what your rights are, and they will help not only document who is at fault and why, but also preserve evidence, get testimony, and really work towards being able to prove what the consequences of your injury were to the insurance company. So that's my best advice. Thanks for watching.